Hello again and welcome to the channel. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. Today is July Junk Journal Challenge again. It's run by Lee from Lee Creates or Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. And I've got a link below that takes you to her intro video if you're wanting to join in. So have a look at that if you're wanting to participate. But it's been so much fun doing this. And I've found so many creative people that I may not have found without the challenge. So thank you, Lee, for organising it. It's fabulous. So let's have a little look at what we're going on to. We're going on to prompt number 15 and 16 because I'm doubling up my prompts and doing a video every second day. It's written in the margins and a postcard. Now, I've done a few postcards the last few pages, which I think I've mentioned. We used a postcard here for our faded photo, which is fine. And I have a dog here on a postcard. I think that today I'm going to actually use an old postcard and give it a facelift, transform it. So let's get started. I'll set up and I'll show you what the plan is. Okay, I have done a little bit of prep for it, so the video doesn't go too long. I pulled out a song out of this music book here, and you can see that the pages are very white, and also there's hardly any margin on them. So what I did was I took the song out and then scanned it, and then shrunk it down onto a piece of copy paper. And then I have coffee stained it so that it looks a little bit more aged. I have stamped a little bit around the edge. I've stamped Awesome Wonder. I'm on a bit of a thing at the moment. You'll notice on this page back here, and the prompt was stamping, and I stamped the word awe. And I was talking about being in awe or being amazed by things that you've seen around the world that people have made. Well, I'm still stuck on that kind of thing, except it doesn't just go with things that are man-made. It goes things that are in nature and the beauty of creation. And it's been playing on my mind for months now. And things like I just dropped the children to school. I was helping my granddaughter get her things out of her bag, and she was looking at the garden, and she bent down and she was touching the leaves on the plants. We've had a really fine rain shower this morning. In the garden bed at the school, outside her classroom, there's a lot of succulents that have got those hairs on them. Well, the raindrops were just sitting all over the hairs of the leaves, and she was just staring at them, and then she touched them, like little moments like that, where you are just blown away by the beauty of nature in your day-to-day life. So I'm kind of a little bit stuck on that and appreciating that at the moment. So I wanted to do something like that. And I pulled out this image of a butterfly out of a magazine. Part of the reason I was drawn to it was mainly because this is my favorite color. I've talked about that on some of the full deck challenges that I've done. And I was drawn to it, and I just thought, oh, that butterfly on that page is stunning. And this is actually the color that my husband has just painted my craft room, and it looks amazing. So I cut that out, and I'm going to stick that on there, and I'm going to write in the margin, but I'd like to stick it down and ink it up and get it a little bit grungy while we're talking. So let's do that. Yes, so I have been probably just a little bit more aware of wonderment at the moment. It's been, in the forefront of my mind. I'm noticing all those little things that sometimes we just take for granted, which is lovely because we go through life so busy and we don't always notice them. I was walking a couple of weeks ago. I just happened to catch it when a tree was dropping all of its flowers. I'm not sure what sort of tree it was, but it was a bit of a breeze, and there was just a mass of these orangey yellow kind of little flowers and they were tiny, minuscule, and they were falling, and it was like it was raining color. It was it was beautiful. I should have actually stopped and taken a photo, but when you're walking, you're power walking, and I was amazed by it. So that's today's direction. Awesome wonder, being amazed by the little things that in the day that you sometimes just pass by and don't really take much notice of. I seem to be stuck on it at the moment. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of ink on the butterfly, and I think that I'm going to put some shadows around that once I glue it down. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to write some of the lyrics out of this song in the margin with the awesome wonder, and I'll put the video to some music and speed it up. And if you know the song, put a comment below that you know the song. This is one of my father's favourite songs, so this is for you, Dad. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. Some of you will have known what that song is. Let's glue our butterfly on. And I'm going to put a few little shadows around the edge of this. I like that the sizing means that the butterfly is just touching the letters. When I cut it out last night, I put a few little drops of glossy accents just on it. I'm not sure whether the camera's picking it up. If I move it, you might be able to see it. And I'm going to put a bit of shadow around this. Okay, I've pulled out a few of my Prismacolors, and I'm just going to do a little bit of shadow around the butterfly, and I'm just going to put a little bit of pencil around it, and I'm going to blend it with my Derwent blender pens. I'm going to let that dry just for a little bit, and we'll come back to the butterfly, and I might do some white splatters, a little bit of pen work on it. So let's just let it sit. We'll go on to our postcard. So what I've done here is you can see that I have pulled out an old postcard. It was an image that I didn't really connect with, and I didn't foresee myself using it, but this is probably from the 1920s, something like that. And I absolutely loved this background. So I thought I'll put that on and do some heat embossing. So you can see that I have heat embossed a gold butterfly And then I've put some glossy accents onto the wings of it as well. And I stamped out the words awesome wonder and put some washi tape on it. And I'll probably do a few white splatters on this when I do the other one. And on the back, I've just fussy cut out a few bits and pieces that I'm going to stick on. I've pulled out a stamp and a ticket, and there's our prompt. We'll grunge that up, and I've got a little piece of fabric to staple onto it. So let's decorate our postcard. Just going to put this ticket on here for the glue sets. So I'm just putting a bit of line work around this. I'm going to put a little bit of this tape on that I made. I just peeled off a little bit of sticky tape, stuck it onto some grease-proof paper. It's kind of like oven bake, non-stick baking paper. And then I got my alcohol markers, and I just put a little bit of alcohol marker onto it to create some coloured sticky tape that looks a little bit old and faded. So let's tear a little bit of that off, and I'm just going to stick that on there. So it looks like old sticky tape that's faded. It's holding the plant on. And it's super easy to make and very quick. It dries quickly too. So there's the back of our postcard. And it's got written in the margin and postcard on it. Then on the front, we've got awesome wonder. So we'll pop that in a moment. But let's finish off the front. Now that this is dry, I'll just put a little bit of marker around this butterfly as well. I want to put on, I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see it, but I want to put on his antlers. Here there was 2 antlers. You can see the veins, beautiful veins in its wings. And I'm sure that if we saw this butterfly in real life, in flight, it would be absolutely stunning. Okay, let's put a few white splatters on. The dreaded white splatters. Okay, let's turn our page and see if we like it. Oh yes, I'm liking that. I'm going to put, I've got a little bit of fabric here, staple that on with my tiny attacher. Okay, let's slide that in the pocket. See how that looks. Yes, that looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so here's our page. I'll bring it up so that you can see. So we've got some music, and then I've stamped awesome wonder. We've got a beautiful butterfly that has its fingerprint all through its wings, because every butterfly has a different fingerprint in its wings. And I've handwritten out the lyrics of the song into the margin. And in the pocket, I have revamped an old postcard that I wouldn't have used, created our own little postcard that shows the beauty of creation. There we go. There's our page for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you like the video and the page, give it a thumbs up. That'd be wonderful. And go and visit all of the other people that are creating in the challenge. I have the hashtag down below, so you've just got to click on the hashtag and it'll take you to everyone's videos, and you'll find some wonderful inspiration there. Okay, everybody, have a great week. I will see you on Wednesday for our next prompt, which is found in the forest and birds. So I'll see you then. Thanks again, and bye for now.